Now it's Sack & Co.
And coming up, we are busting baby boomer myths with the author who wrote all about it, actually. Sack & Co will be right back with all the details. Speaking of older adults, we are busting baby boomer myths with baby boomer advocate and author of the book, Facelifts, Money, and Prince Charming, Break Baby Boomer Myths and Live Your Best Life. We have Joanie Marx, or Joanie Marx. It's so nice to have you here on the show, Joanie. And tell me a little more about your book, though. What motivated you to actually write this?
Well, because as a Hollywood actress, you know, I felt like I was not getting any parts and that older people are becoming much less visible in our society. So instead of trying to rearrange the deck chairs on the Titanic, I wrote this book because I was also motivated by a sorority sister who was widowed, and I said, how is your life coming? And she said, what new life? I haven't had a facelift. I don't have money to attract a suitor, so there's no Prince Charming in my life.
Okay.
This is not okay.
Yeah.
So out of the research for my book is where the 7 baby boomer myths came, which were handed down by our grandparents to our parents to us, and you know, to the younger generations about how things are supposed to be.
Okay, so tell me about some of those myths. What are they?
Well, starting with a big overriding one is the myth of scarcity, that there isn't enough of what you need in this world to make you happy. There's not enough money, there's not enough love, there's not enough people out there. So this puts you in a fear that your life is never going to be how you want it to be, and you're in competition with everybody else. So the next one is the myth of shame and blame, which is your elders said, especially like to a boy, if you don't follow the rules, you're bad. But to a girl, they said, you are being selfish. And so this all kept you in stair-step about how you were to follow the guidelines, which were set down.
Okay, so then how can addressing some of these myths, because there's 7 of them, right?
Yes.
How can addressing some of these myths really improve your quality of life and help you have that life that you always wanted?
Well, because I really decided from this book that my goal is to be your guide to living your best life now, not in the future. Life is providential, it goes as an improv, and it doesn't always follow your script. Okay, so let's take the myth of aging. Our country is getting older and older, yet we become more and more fearful of aging, and it is not considered a nice thing. You don't ever want to be older. So that begs the question is, when were you ever young? And the answer to that is, I am younger today. You and I are younger today than we will ever be in any of our days to follow.
That's very true. Yes.
So we got to rejoice in the now. Now we are young. Now we are alive. Now's the only time we have. So being the guide to your best life now is about, in the now of now, is taking where you are, looking at these myths, listening to the voice in your head, the negative interject. Like, why should you put yourself first? That makes you selfish. But it doesn't, because if you aren't a whole person, how are you going to give to the people that you love?
Yes, yeah, because you're only giving half of yourself anyway, right? And so if you take care of yourself first, then you can give your full self.
But that isn't how we were raised to believe.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's a very similar challenge that I know all the moms watching, or dads who are helping with the kids too, often face as well. So a very important life lesson regardless, I think, of whether or not you're a baby boomer or not. So
exactly.
So everyone, I want to let everyone know that you can actually find Joanie Marx, learn more about her book and what you're up to by going to sackandco.net. Joanie, thank you so much. You're delightful.
Oh, well, thank you for having me.
Yes, great to have you on. Everybody, have a fantastic weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday as we bring value home at 11:30 right here on Sack & Co. Bye-bye. So